I shall press the ghost out and realise that I should have waited and started some more Crusader Kings. Right, anyway, I am streaming, probably.
Hello.
Oh, yes. My mother had just snuffed it. That was it.
Yes, we're a new ruler.
We are a new ruler, and
Training noises, right.
so
You haven't yet paused after playing your mother has died.
indeed.
You have no weak claims on your own behalf.
No.
There's
But
basically nothing new there.
well, I've got a claim on the Duchy of Orkney.
Smooth surfaces, meticulous wordplay.
Unfortunately, there appears to be a defensive pact against me.
Yeah, but probably if you unpause it'll dissolve, I suspect. Actually, mouse over the defensive pact. Oh no, that does say against England, target Emperor Martre.
Yes.
Okay, Africans is apparently Bantu-speaking people, and it was the first letters of no doubt even Britain expects little else.
Oh,
but even
okay.
I've never heard of it.
Interesting.
So,
So yes, we think you can probably usurp Scotland.
yes.
Oh, apparently the caviar thing, a random quotation in Hamlet mentions that such and such was like caviar to the general.
Okay. Right. Let's go look. Well, Gavelkind succession in Scotland, not the end of the world. It's a bit irksome. But, right, let us see if we can usurp the Kingdom of Scotland.
Well, that was simple.
Seems to work.
Abelard probably hates you now.
Yes, mysteriously, Abelard really hates me because
Desires Kingdom of Scotland.
Scotland. Pretender and
claimant
Kingdom of Scotland. Title claimant
Usurp
minus 20.
title.
Yes.
The usurped title will expire in 100 years.
Yeah. Okay, so as an educational thing, it turns out that you're trying to usurping your brother's kingdom is exactly as bad as aborting your child and getting found out about it.
No.
Well,
you have only annoyed your brother.
It's true. I
Your
haven't
problem
annoyed
here,
everyone.
Cecilia, was that everyone hated you.
Well, yes.
Here it's just Abelard, and frankly, your aim surely has eventually, just your nephew Abelard, and eventually your aim has to be to either oust him or kill him by one means or another.
It's true.
Conveniently, he's betrothed to a child, so he can't have any children for a while.
Yes.
So if he mysteriously... Actually, yes, you can work out, are you now the heir to Wales and Brittany?
That's a good question. So, right, let's go and click on my stupid nephew. Kingdom of Wales.
Who's he then?
He is.
Oh, right. Oh, Abelard.
Abelard.
Oh, Abelard's on his second wife. How
Yeah.
annoying. Or he's betrothed to the...
Yeah.
No, hang on. She's not... What? I'm confused now. So, Abelard. That's King Abelard of Wales.
Yeah. No.
Oh, he's
Okay.
not betrothed to a child. I'm confused. Are you betrothed to a child? Is that why I'm confused? Yes,
Yes.
you're betrothed to a child. Right, okay, that's much more plausible. And already have a child because she's will be your
Second wife.
second
Yes.
wife.
So anyway, I was going
I'm
to.
not sure you want to be betrothed to her, but... Oh, actually, is she the actual Duchess of Upper Brittany?
I think she is. Hang on, I just want to check something about.
Yes, you can see there's a bit of confusion here because... Oh no, he's dead. He's dead as well, right, sorry.
Yes.
A bit of confusion is in my head.
Yes. So what I wanted to do is go and look at And so he's also heir to the Kingdom of Brittany. Right,
Yes.
there
I
we
mean,
are.
unsurprisingly, Abelard has one son. Said son is liable to be heir to everything,
Yes, she is Duchess of Upper Brittany.
which will mean that your children would end up inheriting Upper Brittany, which will mean that you don't have to bother invading it.
Hopefully,
or
yes.
one county of it.
Yes. Right.
And since you're betrothed to her, you can't invade it.
Yes. Well, you know.
Right.
No, that because Upper Brittany is somewhere in
Is
here.
Upper Brittany not that?
Yeah. No, this is the
that's
petty kingdom of
Pentua.
Pentor.
Okay, right, okay, that's not as interesting then.
It's not as interesting, but you know. It's
So yes, you've got the title of the Kingdom of Scotland back, albeit that Abelard now hates you, but he's got far fewer troops to hate you with now.
this is
And
certainly
you've got
true.
Wales and Brittany, which are hardly going to win him anything very much.
And
I feel that the aim has to be to get him out of them by some means. But
right, so let's check important things like revolt risk. Everyone's looking quite peaceful currently. Let's get you training troops in Middlesex. So hang on, that's the King of France. Where's
yes, there are tiny. Oh no, that's the King of France, who is
what I'm trying to do is let's just briefly check my religionometer. Where the hell is my brother's seat?
It probably hasn't moved yet because you haven't. Well,
Gowrie is held by King Abelard of Wales. Jolly good, right?
Right. I think. Yes, of course, because that's the next level. Yes, so you in the same way that when you took France, you didn't take its capital.
Yeah.
I think here you have only usurped the kingdom. You haven't usurped any titles you had under the kingdom.
That's fine.
Indeed, one of his problems is that he objects to your holding the kingdom when you're his liege in respect of various places in Scotland.
Right. Well, okay. I've sent my Chancellor to cheer him up. So, Magnus of Teviotdale is very cheerful. I'm inclined to see if that sorts itself out very quickly, given how happy he is. Let's go back to
these may all dissolve.
Yeah.
And reform.
Scavelkind succession, as I say, doesn't bother me because I'm going to hope to viceroy everything anyway. Now I've got a spare kingdom to viceroy. Stuart.
Indeed. For your vassals, Gavelkind is lovely because it means it splits them up.
Yes.
You want that. You want primogeniture for you and Gavelkind for everyone else.
Yes.
But yes, if you viceroy all the kingdoms, then that won't be too much of a problem.
Okay, all of my court is sorted. I'm going to try pausing and unpausing and hoping that this does.
Speed down to minimum first, in case it's not already. And then let 1 day pass. Okay.
Hooray, the King of Normandy.
Oh right, so you could take Orkney.
I could take Orkney. I'm quite tempted to take Orkney. We'll see if I've got any other nice, handy claims for anything. So, Mr. Bond. Let's just check he doesn't have any pacts first. He's got no people. We've got lots of people, right? That's all okay. Let's declare war on. Right, you are already a duke. Let's just check we know which bit Orkney is.
I think it consists of Orkney and Shetland.
Yes, I'm just double checking in case my assumption is wrong. Right. So.
I'll switch to realm view so you can see.
Switch to realm view. What do you mean I can't raise any armies in Caithness? You useless stoats. Really?
Well, no one gives you any armies. It's kind of unfortunate. Possible that... I was going to say it's possible that things just need some time to settle. Oh, it's your friend. I don't know who that is that gives you 2,000 armies there. But it's very nice when they do. And that should be enough.
Well, I might have to raise some more to go and bother Norway itself. And I might need to raise... People are leaving the defensive pact against me. It's brilliant. How threatening am I? Only just over 50%. Right, well... Oh yes, how competent am I at leading armies? I'm not completely incompetent at leading armies, my god. I mean, I'm not brilliant either, but, you know, I think I'm the best that we've had since, you know, grandfather William snuffed it. I think there should be a kettle. Let's just... So I've got County of Winchester and Middlesex, Kingdom of Scotland, Kingdom of England and Empire of England. Right, yes, jolly good. That's all super. And we have Christian Defensive Pact against me, Muslim Defensive Pact against me, and a Pagan Defensive Pact against me. Brilliant. Now what was with Norway? Aha! Excellent. It's now giving me messages when things arrive somewhere. Which means I can set stuff off and then go and not have to try and nip around the map like some hyperactive hamster.
A good reason for joining armies together, though.
It is a good reason for joining armies together early, in that it makes it shut up. So let's have a look at what we've got. We have Duke of Bedford. Come
Otto
on.
has a load of extra...
Otto the rather useful Stoked.
Rockford and extra cavalry leader.
And, well, let's send Martre out, you know, and he might manage to improve things. Right, off we go. I wonder what Warwick and Shrewsbury are doing. And the year is 1121, so the earliest I can change inheritance laws is 1131. But hopefully before then I might have earned enough stuff to get some viceroyalty. Maybe approximately 1 billion years' time.
So is your spy master currently busy faction squishing?
So my spy master is currently busy faction. Well, he's currently trying to squish a faction that I hope will dissolve shortly. Well, yeah, he's out faction squishing that one for Prince Gilbert for Scotland. So, right.
Otherwise, likes you even less.
Well, he has maxed.
Dislikes you enough, he'll attempt to rebel and then you can imprison him.
It's true.
I think Norway has just picked up those soldiers.
It's true, right? Good. We've arrived in Orkney. We are probably besieging something. What are we besieging? Birgis Harad. Harad, rather. Harad. I have no idea where that is.
The ship seems to have been heading south down the east coast of England.
Yes, that's fine. I fully expect that shortly they'll... Maybe I should raise some troops in somewhere. Nah, I'll just wait and see where they turn up and then raise some troops.
Ooh, another one. Coming ashore.
Well, let's walk you out of there. maybe do a little.
Well, you could. Oh, that surely would be enough. They're not going to be sending that many troops. Put them back in.
Yeah.
Right, they've changed their mind. Because confusing. Oh no, they haven't changed their mind. They're coming back here. Because confusingly, that I think that ship is adjacent to
Middlesex.
Middlesex.
They just might be marching them into a different county. Right. Well,
Yes, because you don't have a symbol saying that they're marching there. That's fine. That will give your morale a chance to recover.
yes. People are joining the defensive camp. Right. So, glue. Well, they're all plausible commanders, if not brilliant. And in any
Is it
case,
worth sending the other army through to the same place?
oh yeah,
Another couple of ships. Interesting.
it's true.
Like if they're planning to land another batch of armies, they should have done it already, really.
It's true.
There might need to be some embarrassment of the armies. Maybe you won't win this fast enough.
Aha, right, pause.
You must have hired some mercenaries.
It's possibly true.
But it looks like your dukes in England must quite like you.
It's also true.
It's not worth trying to raise things in Wales. It's just going to be.
So, is that going to be enough? Well, that's not worth it.
I mean, that's now 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You've got about 5,500 troops raised.
Where are you not going? If you're going out, let's take you lot up to that lot. Okay, so they're all heading to Essex. Right, let's pile you lot into Essex. Essex is nice, right? Essex not nice.
Maybe you shouldn't be piling everyone into Essex. Only two of them are moving block now.
Pile the ones that aren't in Essex into Oxford. Let's contemplate the wisdom of recruiting an honour guard and sending it to Oxford. Right. And let's do a little bit of rejigging of things so that I have some decent people in charge of it. Yes, thank you. I know that the Battle of Colchester was a defeat. I noticed that.
So you can now find out where your army is retreating to and maybe glue it together.
So, that lot. Let's head that to Northampton. Glue. Pause. That. That is my... That's my courtier, not my brother.
Might be worth appointing him as a commander though. if he's not a completely disastrous one.
I think he is
Give
completely
him
disastrous.
opportunities to die.
Oh damn, you're movement locked now. That's quite pesky. So,
Might want to glue the... Oh, so stop retreating. Excellent.
let's glue you together and send you off there because everyone else is movement locked there. You, I want to revise and in fact send you, can't send you there, let's send you to Norfolk. Right. Sadly they're not all quite going to arrive at the same time, but hopefully enough will arrive that this won't be a complete disaster. Right, get in there. You lot. Right, and now we have some much better commanders, although my centre flank... What the hell have you done with my army, you daft stoats? Gluing it together, you've put an absolute numpty in charge of the centre. Why did you do that? This is not what we ordered. You useless stoat. Right, well at least they'll all retreat together now. The useless stoats. Right, okay, so siege is going okay.
Is it worth gluing that lot together so that you don't get confused again?
It won't let me glue while I'm in shattered retreat.
Okay.
What? Okay, they're shattered retreating in different directions.
That's part of why you can't glue them together.
Yes, that's not helpful. Paused. I think it is going to happen while I'm paused. In particular, nothing's going to happen to the siege, which is not completely sucking at the moment. Cecilia de Normandy, my niece, heir to the Emirate of Barker, and Colin. Oh, go on. The fruits of crusade.
Right, you might want to think about what the...
Okay, I can't go that way. Let's go round. Actually, let's go there. Come on, finish this damn siege. Look, you should be highly motivated up there. You've got the king. Okay, well done, State of Warwick. So they're going to Chester. Where's Chester? There's Chester. Right, you lot come down the east coast. I might manage to glue together an army eventually. What's the next thing on the menu? So we'd go on. Let's get you lot inside. Could I have some fruit mentos, please? Okay. There we go. So, Mr. Bond, I expect you to go stit. How are you managing to give her a good tumble when you are leading a siege in Orkney? I don't know. If you're instead not leading a siege in Orkney and instead are trying to shout hooray,
Hooray.
Long. We no longer have. Right, let's raise both.
Definitely a contraster.
Right, that's more like it. Let's dismiss those 3 liege levy fleets. I think you can see the general structure of the whatnot here. Okay, let's take you back to Leeds. Let's glue you all together and take you back there.
Do you think you should... So the Norwegian army is heading for Orkney, it looks like.
Yes, that has suddenly occurred to me, and instead what I'm going to do is send that lot off to York. Given and get them on a ship. And I'm going to glue them together before putting them on a ship.
I was thinking about Orkney,
Yes. I was just coming to that conclusion. Not least because then I can stick my army together in my configuration. Damn it! Not some random configuration thought up by the AI, which is insufficiently I. So the only question is, do I put someone else in charge of the right flank other than me? I think I want the morale boost, personally.
Well,
Fine, I'm going to finish besieging here any second now. And then I crossed the Firth of Forth. That's not the Forth of Moray, rather. They're going back to Ross. Let's... Damn it, I can't stick him on a ship.
Would have been better if they'd actually gone to Ross so that you could engage them without having to cross a strait first. But
right, let's gain some cash. Right, that's a much more sensible configuration of my armies. Huh. And lo, when one does not have a useless stoat in charge of the centre, it goes a lot better. Who knew?
I think he's moving to Dorking.
Yep.
Unsurprisingly, that will nominally the territory.
Okay, he's now trying to flee to Caithness.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be able to do much until he stops fleeing. I wonder if it's worth moving up to Shetland.
What I was thinking of was making a new unit. I'll put the B team in charge of the siege in the hope that some of them get some siege attributes. Oh, there's only one holding in Orkney. Once this war is over, we're going to have to do some faction fettling.
I think the Norwegian army is now behaving itself.
Mhm. Right. If this carries on, we're in danger of getting positive war score. Woohoo! Positive war score. And we captured someone. Right, so they're going to Gowrie. Let's meander after them gently. Or we nibble the siege to death. I noticed that they've got Prince Gilchrist for Scotland and Prince Thingy for Scotland, but not, and this is crucial, my nephew.
No one actually wants to put Abelard back on the Scottish throne. You could probably just have left him there and he would have got ousted, but then by someone you would have
Yes.
had to deal with. But I suppose, yes, you could have let him get ousted and then claimed the kingdom back from someone who didn't have much other property.
Yes, I do of course have the problem that, I know, I think I can do, I might be able to do viceroyalties without, like, it's not like changing succession, or I don't need everyone to like me.
I don't think so.
Right, so where are you going? You're going to Ulster, fine. You can go to Ulster too. I'm not sure it's nice at this time of year, but, you know, I'm not convinced anywhere in Scotland is nice in November. Ward. Come on, besiege faster. Oh, okay, they're now not retreating, so we should meet them in Ulster eventually. What do we have holding Argyle is under siege? Ah. Anyhow, that's also the Kingdom of Norway, not necessarily part of the thing. Oh well. So where are you going? You're going to Leinster. Alright. We can do that too. You're going to David. Still quicker to chase you rather than try and track down through England. The other way. Of course, there is a small problem really now that so many kingdoms are controlled by the Holy Roman Emperor. That makes it difficult to go after them. Alright, okay, that's at least got us back to where we were with the Prince of Wales, King of Wales. Ooh, looks like the good old King of Valentia is suffering a bit. Bordeaux has gone independent, but that's fine. I can.
Is it part of the Kingdom of the Empire of England?
Ooh.
I think you have somehow managed to acquire that. Don't quite know how.
Possibly because he was already my vassal and he inherited it or something. Woohoo! That's good. I like it when that happens. Chase round after him some more. La 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 la. Come on, eventually we'll get Königsborg. Kingston. Well, Burg and Thun are technically slightly different, but they both mean sort of settlement. Burg technically means fortified settlement, and Thun doesn't necessarily. Aha, right, we've managed to walk into another battle. Brilliant. Unfortunately, they've got defensive advantage. Aha, right, we have.
So you can bring the ship into port, so waiting out.
Yeah. Bring ship.
Decide where to go next. Possibly Faroes, possibly Iceland.
No, I think it's the Faroes next. So I have a horrible feeling that they might actually be part of the same duchy. Notionally. Right, so where is he? Did I actually tell the fleet to go somewhere? Yes, I did. Right, where is he? Clicking the army. Battle of Radna. I wonder where Radna is other than somewhere in Wales. What's my personal wombat score like? Okay, right. Let's go.
There is a chance.
Yep. Yep. Right, so.
Not currently trying to die gloriously in battle.
It is not currently time to die gloriously in battle. So, what is happening over here? Where are they going?
They're presumably fleeing back to Ireland.
Let's go to Leinster then. We are at least now at 30% war score. And we've got 5% from battles, which means that, you know, and we've got 25% occupation. Okay, good. Well, some of my factions are disbanding. Just not necessarily the most useful ones. So what are you doing? You are besieging Wisconsin in Faroes. La 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 la. Or so we're going to Alicia. Let's wait till their movement locked. And send that lot into leash. Which apparently I've worked out how to pronounce. Right. Doof. Doodly doof. Eventually they'll be small enough that they're not a threat, and maybe I can do a little light shipping of people out to Norway or somewhere. I mean, going and besieging his capital seems like a good plan. I mean, Iceland's fun, but it's bloody inconvenient. At least if I go and besiege things in Norway, I can then take them over to my little bijou kingdomette in Denmark for disbanding all my troops. Right, so they're heading to Leisha. Let's go and stand there so I can see where they're going. Tell a lie. Let's march you lot back there because they have so few people. It's hilarious. So instead bring you down here, stick them on a ship, and ship them off to Norway. I might be able to get back to rescue them off Faroes. At least it's the Faroes in June. Mind you, they just can't sleep then, you know. Practically in the Arctic Circle. Well, not literally, but it is quite far north. Well, good luck trying to find somewhere to besiege with 240 states. Right, you will just fit on that ship. With a little bit of headroom. And we'd like you to go. Oh, let's just...
Better to land in Holland than Europe. No, probably not.
Yeah. Be fine. How goes my siege? Slightly too quickly, in fact. They're likely to have won before I... get them back. We're in the Solent. I wonder what the busiest shipping area in the world was in 1123. Probably not the Strait of Dover. They almost certainly didn't have a traffic separation scheme then. Except the traditional traffic separation scheme of fuck you, I've got a bigger navy. Not that I don't think we had much in the way of navy at this point. You know, the whole point was that Vikings had navies and everyone else kind of didn't. Right, you have arrived in the whatnot. Let's go. Not quite sure how you can manage to wade ashore in Norway. I mean, maybe this bit at the south has some suitable bits for landing rather than massive fuck-off cliffs in fjords. So we have settled down to besiege Iveland and Helestad, Flekkefjord, and Grimstad. Well, hooray, we have won that siege. That takes us up to 49% of our score. So, yeah, okay. Kirkjuvei. Oh, that is Kirkway now, isn't it? Literally way of the church. Apparently I'm at a feast and I'm feeling thirst. That's probably my brother. Not my brother, I mean my niece. My nephew. Right, well that's exciting.
You didn't lose any titles though.
I didn't lose any
Only
titles
having one son.
because I only had one son. Yay, I guess.
Left in capable hands of the Regent and Council. Long live Emperor Hubert.
Hubert. Right, fine. There are many pretenders, including Belette, my aunt. Well, so be it. Whoops. Right, so.
Emperor Hubert doesn't have a guardian.
I'm 14. I'm just, ambitious, honest, temperate and left-handed. I have a ton of diplomacy skill. So, tricksy hobbitses. My martial skill is terrible. Do I want to try and... Do I boost my diplomacy skill or try and get some better martial skill?
I think I would go for diplomacy and then deal with your marshal by getting a good marshal and a good wife if your wife is find it. So I would go for someone who's actually a grey eminence.
I don't have a grey eminence.
We've got a mastermind theologian with
With
you
a
really want. I mean, do you if you search for grey eminence or grey or possibly eminence on the grounds that we know how to spell that. What?
No.
You have no grey eminences
I
available.
have no grey eminences available.
That's unfortunate.
That's what I thought. What have we got?
In that case, I would be inclined to go for someone with high diplomacy and something else. So, I mean, the Duke of Gloucester's lovely, except that you really don't need to be a mastermind theologian.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of tempting. An elusive shadow and high diplomacy.
Yes, let's just not stewardship.
I mean, yes, the alternative is to find someone with high diplomacy and brilliant strategist. If you put strategist or possibly just strat in there, does that find strategists? Brilliant strategists, right? And then you can sort them by diplomacy. How good does he get? 13. What's your current diplomacy?
It was in the teens, low teens, 14 I think. I mean, like it was already 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right, he wants to become King of England. I'm going to make him my guardian. So I need a new steward. Fortunately I have one that doesn't completely suck.
He's apparently your rival, but
if we keep him busy researching stuff. Court chaplain and research cultural tech.
continue our desperate hunt for
Royalties, yes. Right, we'll deal with the... No, we should start dealing with this lot now. So... Gavelkind succession in Scotland is annoying, but I don't really care. So... Alfkettle of Norfolk. So Guardians can't... There are limits on what Guardians can do, aren't there? Guardians can't...
They may... I think he can't go to war against you or vice versa, but I'm not certain.
Yes. So... Let's go. And so my diplomat. Cheer her up. Let's just go and see how my cousin is doing. Woohoo! Look how well we're doing here.
So his complaints are mostly short-range foreigner still. Because he's become Welsh.
Yes.
Are you Norman still?
Hang on, I'm just checking out whether I've got any. Yes, I am a proper little Norman. Well, medium-sized Norman, given that I am 14.
What the hell? You have a meat claim on the Holy
Meat
Roman
claims,
Empire? No,
Kingdom
on
of
Lotharingia.
Lotharingia, which is, I think, currently part of the Holy Roman Empire, which
And
is
shares
slightly
the arms of the Holy Roman
Empire.
which is,
like many of the countries around here. Yes. Oh well. So there's Duchy of Hesse over that. Anyway, let's go back to my thrilling war. Right. Obviously, at this point. Right. Good. It's excellent to know that at least Lotharingia will be on my own account, but I don't think I should go up against the Holy Roman Empire. In any case, I should finish this damn war for Orkney, which is still going on because the claim is still pressable. Right, so any second now. Oh, hang on, I can send you actually into port. Look how exciting this is. Just never stops. So then the $64,000 question is, do I send them off to Iceland or do I send them off to Norway with everyone else? I'm inclined to send them to Iceland. You know, for the lols. Right, get on ship. Also, that's a fairly small army and I'm pretty sure you can besiege somewhere in Iceland like that. Let's go to the southern coast of Iceland. Woohoo! Well, I'm less threatening than my dad was. Yay, I guess.
For now.
For now.
Until you win this war.
Until, as you say, I win this war. Right. Let's go to Switzerland.
Slightly disturbed by the way that egg is smaller than the rest of the letter.
It is...
I don't think it should be.
No, it really shouldn't.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I should become Anglo-Saxon at some
That
point.
will avoid you getting a foreigner penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a way to actually cause... Oh dear. You'll have to look around for somewhere to besiege.
Like next door.
I think there's a way for an English culture to come into existence.
Yeah, I think probably that has to start with an Anglo-Saxon.
But yes, I have a feeling it may be that it can come into existence where you have a Norman ruler in an Anglo-Saxon realm, whereas you had already managed to convert Middlesex to be Norman. So I think now you're an Anglo-Saxon king in a Norman Middlesex.
Well, it'll be a laugh. La 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 la. So, how are we doing in Agadoo-doo-doo. Hooray, we've nearly besieged somewhere. Woohoo! Gosh, sieges are boring. La 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 ward. Hooray, we've got 64% war score. Right. Hooray, we've arrived in Ostfriesland.
Right, yes. So the English culture is formed if a Norman ruler owns an Anglo-Saxon province in the region of England after 1100. And I think you had managed to convert Middlesex to be Norman before 1100.
Yes. Just rotating my commanders around to get spread it around. So alright, let's send not me, yes. So let's send our spy master to try and persuade him he doesn't want to raise a rebellion, because I think this is a bit less dangerous because he can't go to war against me.
Correct.
So
what was that?
hang on. There's the message log. Duke Herbert of Picardy accepts the suggestion by.
No, there was something about wars. Duke Eric of the Isles accepted Duke Harold of
Somerset's call to arm for his war.
Right, okay, that's not relevant.
No.
So the new messages there appear at the bottom.
Oh, that's how logs should work. Right, since we're just besieging things, make the lights flash faster. Okay. Doesn't like very much. Short rain is the big thing. So, and of course I am a foreigner.
To a Dane, you're a foreigner no matter whether you're Anglo-Saxon or
Norman. Look, I'm your little blonde cousin from a bit further south. Right, well, some of my factions are disbanding. How long till I come of age? Still only 14. Because I have a feeling once I come of age it will get a bit better because, you know, I've got quite high diplomacy.
Oh yes, at the moment your state diplomacy will probably be based on your
Councillors.
Oh right, only on your
So it's just basically those are just my councillors' numbers, and you know mine don't touch those at all.
Your regent also affects it.
Okay, yes.
Yes. Oh, is your regent also your chancellor?
No, because my regent is a woman.
That may warrant an assault.
I think it mightn't it? Right, what I'm going to do is march you lot over there and hope that by the time you get there, my army in Iceland will have finished besieging its thing, and that will take us over the limit, and I can just march the remainder home and sail this lot back to some port in the newly acquired Duchy of Orkney. Oh, I've got 100% war score. Brilliant.
Might be nice to finish that siege so you can bring the ship into port and not have to wade out the ship, but I don't know that actually makes much difference.
Yeah. We'll give it a go.
I mean, it just feels nicer to the soldiers.
It does a bit. Right. Victory. Bring you into port. I think I need to wait for it to get into port, and then I
But
can.
You don't need to have loaded.
I don't think I need to load the right, release the peace otter. Duke Magnus the Usurper has won. I won the war, even though my father started it. And oh look, we can wander off to the Faroes. Right, off we go over here. Nearly over here. Right, now you lot just need to meander over there. And then I'll be in a position to disband you and really turn my attention to what the hell my vassals are doing.
Your father never having got around to that
Indeed.
before.
He was mysteriously poisoned, probably by his nephew, yes. Well, I can go and look at his death announcement. Apparently he grandparents died under suspicious circumstances. Yes. William. Yep. Right. Disband. Disband. Right, and then there's just this little lot. And there, let's disband you.
And also
The special event states. Yep, there we go. Doo-doo. Right, so I'm still trying to save up to build the thingies on my beautiful lighthouse. So let's do a round of vassal fettling. And see if they've got any easily fixable. So, doesn't like me but nothing easily fixable. King of Wales doesn't like me and is a title claimant, nothing easily fixable. Doesn't like me, wants control of Duchy of Normandy. Which
like
I think
control of the Duchy of
I
Normandy.
think we can just transfer some vassalage there. Right.
Needs to be approved
By
by your
my regent.
And your regent doesn't think that that's...
I think that's because my regent might be... Oh no, okay, right, we'll have to wait for that, but we'll do that. Right, so I can't do any very useful vassal fettling because everything needs to be approved by my
It
regent.
will depend on what your regent thinks of the operation.
That's true. Well, let's see if we can transfer vassalage.
No, because that was desires, not desires control of.
Oh, right, yes, okay. You're my guardian. You can't go to war against me. I'm pretty sure.
You hope.
We hope. Let's go for I will not be blackmailed. And see what happens. How threatening are we? Just over 50%. Of Kettle of the English Revolt. I need a new marshal, goddammit. Right, fortunately I have a good one. But that's fine, we don't set him doing anything yet. Commanders of England, do we have anyone good? Oh, you're not terrible. You're only slightly terrible. Right, yes, thank you.
So, is he still your... Yes, he is
He's still
your
my guardian. Okay, so let's just go see how many military I notionally have. Eep!
There's a reason why he felt vaguely safe doing this.
Yes. Yes. Right, so...
So you can raise like about
just over
5,500 once we add in more 1,500 extra.
Yes. And they've got about a bit nearer 12. How much can I... Ooh, holy orders.
They won't.
They've already got contracts. So... I can hire... another 7,000 for a lot of money, which will take me up to more or less the same.
I think if you were to do that, you might then want to not raise levies initially and try to hit the smaller armies in East Anglia.
Yes, because I could raise that. I can raise that and the I can raise that the levies in Winchester and my honour guard.
Yes.
Middlesex, yeah.
Yes, and then those will all form one large army.
Yes.
And then you can use that to head eastwards. You might be able to get away with slightly fewer mercenaries.
I think that's the least I can get away with.
I think that would be slightly better. Because that will I think. So you can probably get that 1761. But while you're doing that, the 2955 might be merging with the 8997.
Yeah.
So that would then make... So that, yes, of course, those are both 9s, aren't they? So that's actually 9,000 plus 3,000, which is 12... Ooh. 12,000. Yeah, maybe that's a big one.
Yeah, right.
I mean, maybe you can run towards the 2955 and get them, but the thing is they'll then get reinforcements. So no, you don't want to do that.
I think actually what I do is I raise them there and I run up towards that lot. And then I raise... then I raise vassals down here to try and cut off.
I would worry that once those 12,000 have got together, you won't have enough to squish them without your vassal levies anyway. Because you'll have about 9,000 troops. And if you're heading northwest, those two will merge before you meet them.
Yes. Okay.
Whereas if you head
right.
northeast,
Yes.
and probably fairly close to simultaneously raise your vassal levies.
Right. So let's.
I might want to zoom in a bit so you can slightly see what's going on, because it looks like all the fun stuff is going to be happening in fairly small areas.
Right. So let's hire this lot. Let's turn down time. Let's recruit the honour guard. Let's raise all my vassals there.
And is that your personal levy as well raised?
Um.
Right, yes. Oh, right, yeah, those are not very helpful, but they're probably far enough away that they won't.
They won't immediately get squashed. Right, so let's put together a crack team of whatnot. Right, yes, we want you in the centre. You are a direct leader. Otto is a good person. And it's just a question of do we have... Yeah, and Eric. Okay, I think that's... The question is, do we march straight up there to take that or head that way into Suffolk?
So the problem is that I expect those 899... Oh, they're 2 counties away, aren't they?
They are 2
So I think you might have enough time to at least... Ooh.
Right, let's also do the... Control click to find out who I've got where. Right, so next one. Let's just zoom out of it so I can check.
Oh, they're probably... Anyone raised in Denmark? No.
Nothing raised in
A small
Denmark.
number are raised in France.
Yes. Let's zoom in a bit. Tiny useless states. No, I don't want the army, I want the bloody region. Fine. Stick you on a goddamn boat. Right, that's more than like it. Stick you, however, on a boat. And send you over there. You not. I think we send there.
I'd be inclined to collect your troops a little way away from the revolt so they can't see that there's a small army there waiting to be flattened.
Well, that's
Middlesex
collecting
is right next to the revolt.
Yeah, I'm just collecting them in the other side. I'm collecting them in Surrey now. You, I think, should go... No. Yes, you should go to Surrey. You, I think, go there.
But you want to
Right.
be careful to watch what happens with them.
Who's local these levy fleets? Bung you on a ship. Ship you off over here. You not. Who's local these levy fleets? Stick you on a ship. Ship you off to Kent.
Next one east.
Yeah. Who's local these levy fleets? Stick you on ship. Bung you off to Kent. Can I raise these livery fleets? Oh yes, you do have a coast. Brilliant. Stick you on there. Stick you on there. And normally I wouldn't bother with such a teaspoonful of armies, but you know, right now I kind of need it. Right, let's do this. So you are going to be...
So forward again now.
They're going towards Derby.
About what's going on.
They're going towards Derby.
Excellent. Right.
That's currently fine.
So, quite good. Your army has terrible morale, but the one it's about to run into has worse.
Yep. So everyone is, apart from that lot which are going to Derby, so let's send you lot. I think I just send everyone up to Northampton now and make sure.
Just select everyone and choose while you're doing this.
Go to Northampton. Right, so maybe that is not what I intended to do. Let's just dismiss my fleets.
Look at that lovely trade zone.
I know, doesn't it look good? Update. Right. Ooh.
Probably zoom in on
Yes, let's zoom in a notch. Let's try and zoom in a notch and fail. Right. So, how is the battle going?
that. So, Is there a same way you can catch those 1861? No, I think is the answer.
So we have won the Battle of St Albans. So they've gone up to Derby. That lot are heading off to Warwick. Let's...
I suspect you can't intercept them. But like, if you could.
No.
Have you got someone who can intercept that 331 before they...
They're going to North... So that lot are going to Northampton. So I think then in that case I should send that lot there.
Right. Oh, no, they've already moved. I think. What's going on?
So there's a bunch going to Leicester, but I don't want to go to Leicester yet. Right, stick you lot together, send you off to... Right. I got the English Revolt Army, so that's good. My army are looking kind of thin on the ground, which is a bit disappointing.
So,
Let's glue you up together. So,
they haven't moved for some reason.
I have not glued together. I think that's because some of them are still moving. Let's... And send you all to Northampton. I think we all go to Northampton. Right, so everyone's going to Northampton. That might actually give me a...
So your battle... check your war score. Have you got a 5% battle yet?
Yes.
No.
No, I've got 2 little battles.
Yes, which means in particular that you can't now win. You can't win solely
Just
by
by
besieging.
besieging. Yeah.
Um,
Yes, I think I will have enough troops to... I won't have enough troops to just go and attack them quite.
well, it depends on how good their commanders are and on what kind of terrain they're in and such like.
So that's a fine army setup. We like it. Thank you for saying there's dangerous factions. Let's...
You do these girls, don't you? Spend ages doing this.
So, I now have a full complement of things and some good commanders. They have an army. Right. I think I should try and besiege somewhere back. Just to get...
Well, the problem is that you are the one probably, I mean you can check, with a tight time limit. You could check whether he's got anyone hired, but...
Oh yeah, good point, well stated.
But I suspect... Yes. So you will... A long war will disadvantage you,
right.
Because...
Let's go kick him.
It will cost all of your money. Now, whether you have enough to win the battle, I don't know. What kind of terrain is he in?
He's in plains.
Oh, good. Then is that sensible with your
With my commanders, I think so, yes.
No, you seem to be crossing a river. You might want to check this. Too late. That may lose you the battle.
Yes. Well, this is traditional. Yes. Oh, thank you for improving relations with Alfkifu and Mercia. Maybe you could have done this before, and this is important. She raised her flag in rebellion. Honestly.
Happily, he's only got 2 competent commanders there.
Yes, but he does have a commander of 22, which of course is because he was my best
But
commander.
you've got a direct leader in the centre.
I do have a direct leader in the centre, but one of my wings has just imploded.
All of your wings have just imploded. Yes, I fear that river was your doom.
It's the Trent. This has often been the case. Right, so... Oh, Burton. Well, there we go. Let's wander off to Ceredigion.
So now you have fairly serious problems.
Oh, yes. On the plus side, you know, fewer of them are that I'm going to run out of money.
Yes.
So what is he...
So interestingly, he is only claiming the kingdom. So
I'm seriously considering surrendering. Well,
so yes, it might work. Kind of ideally, you would have died, and because your current dynastic heir is Prince Abelard or King Abelard.
yes, but let's release the peace altar. So I still have a kingdom. It's just a kind of Scottish one. Come on, accept the damn peace altar. Right. Right. Well, let's disband the unit. Let's disband the other unit. Not special event troops. I need a new Chancellor. And I probably can't invite anyone good anyway. Let's try having a better new Chancellor. Right, so zoom out to check my revolt risk across the kingdoms of the whatnot. Right, off you go to Glewisson. Right, dangerous factions. Elective succession in Scotland, well, whatever.
Maybe
Elect
probably Princess Elect for
England.
England, which I assume must be for England, the Empire, not England, the
Yes.
county.
Yes. And Malcolm for Scotland.
That one's less of a problem.
Right, let's send my Chancellor to cheer him up. Right. So, Mr. Bond, what have we got? We can create the Duchy of Lothian and quite threatening. I don't think I've got any good de jure. Let's go and see. So, Haas is part of the Holy Roman Empire. Let's turn back to Brownsview. That is part of Thingy, which at least I don't, Valencia, at least I don't have a treaty with them. I've got one small bit of Thingy which is plausible. Again, that's part of Valencia. Skana. Maybe Holstein, which involves the Holy Roman Empire, so let's say no. Ditto Dithmarschen. Lithuania is distressingly part of the... So that's Valencia, that's Valencia, that's Valencia. So I had press all claims. Well, so that's the Holy Roman Empire, Holy Roman Empire.
A random countess.
Who is currently part of a defensive pact against me. But, you know, that's certainly not a terrible thing in Holy Roman Empire. Right. Well, obviously, yes, I shouldn't be going to war for a bit anyway. In any case, I need to sort out...
All your money. Your faction, at least... Oh, right. Princess Colette for England faction has disbanded.
That's good. Factions. Malcolm for Scotland. Right, so Duke Ferguson, Albany.
Why does he hate you?
Mostly he wants Scotland, and we're both ambitious. So where is he? He's over there. Let's at least move my spy master because I can't move him yet. Over there to try and persuade him of the benefits of not joining factions. Hopefully my money will stop going down at the end of the month. My prestige is going in the wrong direction. Let's just check that we do have, like, everything.
You probably can't affect
I can't.
because you're a child.
Honestly, look. I'm 15. Old enough to run a kingdom. She's not completely terrible.
She is his wife. She looks like she might be alright.
No, she's not completely terrible.
Because, you know, given that you are now an emperor, it may be worth seeing if you can do better. But
I don't know, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
And, you know, you do piss people off when you break
Yes.
betrothals, and I probably don't want to do that if I can avoid it. Don't really want Prince Malcolm for Scotland. Right, can I move my... Can't move him for ages. Oh well, we'll just have to hope that my spy master does something good before... Admittedly, my spy master is King Hugh the Usurper of Fife, so...
No, King Hugh the Usurper, who is currently in Fife.
Oh yes.
King Hugh the Usurper of France.
Oh yes, of course. On the plus side, my exchequer is going back up again.
At what rate?
6.81, so it's okay. Could be better, but there are probably other problems that I have. Ooh, hang on, let's see with my factions. Can I give some of those some minor titles? Like Master of the Hunt. Master of the Horsey. Can I give him a commander of thing? Right. Right, well, I need cultural technology points. Guess I'm going to have to do this the hard way because I'm not getting any.
You don't get natural spread of legalism because you don't have any other legalism around.
Yes.
Once you have a spare spy master.
Indeed, I can put him somewhere where it's legal, but unfortunately, these inconsiderate people... right, let's invest in some improved keeps. Can't invest any military advances yet. Let's tick time a little bit faster. On the hope that I will grow up and then I can do things like try and cheer up my vassals by sorting out vassal transfers. So what have I got? I've got the Empire of England, the Kingdom of Scotland and a couple of counties.
You have at least managed to keep your capital in.
I do have a strong claim on the Kingdom of England and a weak claim on the Kingdom of Lothringia. Right, I'm fine with medium crown authority. You weird lot. You said you
Well,
wanted...
he's trying to stop internal wars within England.
Well, yes. We all know how well that goes, though.
Oh, right, you somewhere odd being educated at the moment. Yes, given that you're probably currently in...
I'm in Bath.
Currently being tutored in Bath, right.
That's not really abroad.
Well, it's not in Middlesex. Because, yes.
Yes. Ooh, some people are leaving the defensive pact against me. I'm less than 50% threatening. Unfortunately, most of the people I want to attack are Christian, and quite a lot of them are in a defensive pact against me.
So, you probably can, thus, simply revoke the kingdom, usurp the kingdom of England again. Oh no, you don't have a usurp button, so maybe you don't. And you're now grown up.
I'm now grown up. I'm a brilliant strategist, a battlefield terrain master. So, right, I've got 14 diplomacy.
So you're, oh right, yes, you're a brilliant strategist, but with a base margin of 2. So being a brilliant strategist merely makes you a halfway competent.
And I'm ambitious as well. But, you know, I do have solid scores there. You know, none of that's a big problem. So, I can become exalted among men, improve my learning, improve my intrigue. Let's become exalted among men. Right, let's... I do lose some prestige from that, but... she's interesting. Yes, I know the rulers are married. Look how married I am getting. No, I'm not going for the Grand Tournament. I don't have enough cash. I'm going to sit quietly at home. No, I need cash.
Right.
So, here we are. Right, so yes, I've got reasonable state diplomacy, pretty good state marshal now, good state stewardship because I've got a good spouse there. My spouse is helping deal with my deficiencies in state intrigue and learning. So I don't think that's a terrible thing. Right, I think that may be a point to save in state for the night since I'm up early in the morning. And campaign to turn the world pink is going okay. You know, we've got some outlying islands. We've got another bit in southern France as a result of, I think, inheritances. One day we may end up getting some of Egypt back. But it's hard to say.
Yes, what's your wife's landholding? Because she's apparently a countess in her own right. Right. So what will happen when your children inherit that?
I don't
think
know.
You will end up plucking one
county out
of the Byzantine
Empire.
At
Yes.
least briefly.
Ooh, what's she got claims on? So she's got a weak claim on the theme of Epirus.
Looks like it. It looks like a kingdom. No, duchy, sorry.
And a weak claim on the theme of Strymon.
Which is her liege.
Yeah. Yes. So where's his? So yes, that's that bit. Okay, well that's interesting.
So yes, I'm slightly curious as to why you can't usurp the Kingdom of England. If you go to the Kingdom of England, the
Hang
one
on.
that you have a claim on, second from the
Oh,
left
yeah.
of your claims.
State.
Cannot usurp this title before 16th of
16th
January 1130. Okay, so you
It's
could
time
actually usurp the title again,
Yeah.
like you usurped Scotland, but probably don't want to try doing that until you have a viceroy lined up to take it off your hands so that it ceases being your problem.
Yes. Yes. Let's just go and check what the conditions are for viceroyalty. So it just is legalism greater than equal to 4, and of course I have to get my vassals to approve it.
Yes. Which is easier if you're popular with your vassals.
Yes, and that's fine. One of the things I can do tomorrow is go through a round of vassal cheering up by throwing by reorganising the vassal tree a bit so that we can deal with some of the, but they should be in my de jure whatnot, problems. Right. I think it is time to save the stoat.
Good night, stream.
Good night, stream. It's time to say good night to the stream.